O infinite Lord of stillness, bless us with thy presence. O great Spirit, in all of thy names and all of thy forms, bless us with thy presence. O ye powers that be, of the air, the earth, the fire, the water, the ether, bless us with thy presence. O ye pathmakers of old, of all times, of all places, of all traditions, namaste. Bless us with thy wisdom. Ancestors of our bloodlines, bless us with thy goodness, with thy wisdom. Ancestors of our adopted lines, bless us with thy goodness, with thy wisdom. Ancestors of our spiritual lines, abundantly bless us as we need most at this moment. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gum, Om Gum, Om Gum. Om Aim, Om Aim, Om Aim. Om Hrim, Hrim, Hrim. Om Shim, Shim, Shim. Kashim, Kashim, Kashim. Om, Om, Om. Namaste. Namaste. Welcome. Welcome to our Sunday Sangha, to our time of sharing, meditating, uplifting together. Today, we're going to remember or focus on pets, people, events, things, situations. But before that, we go back. Once upon a yogi time, in the ever-present now, there lived a fox who lived in a forest. His name was Brother Fox. He lived in this forest lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Born into his family, growing, going off and living in isolation. The forest was a sacred forest. Within the forest was an ashram. A zendo, whichever you prefer. A place of meditation and peace and tranquility. The fox could never enter this sacred space. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, he came near, near, close, close, near, but never entering. one lifetime. It was a very special monk, priest, Swami, who led the Zendo. And every morning he would go out to take a walk. And from the distance, the fox watched him and watched him and watched him. Day after day, week after week, month after month. The brother monk would go for a walk. Same time, sunrise every morning. After many, 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 many breaths, many breaths, Mr. Fox gained courage. And he stood in a little clearing that the monk walked by every morning. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Ah, Brother Fox, was that you? Yes, it was me. I'm sorry to bother you. I didn't want to bother you, but I need to talk to you. It's very, very, very important. Of course, of course. I can wait till you're on your way back if you like. I'll stay here and wait. I've waited for you every morning, every sunrise. There's nothing to be afraid of, Brother Fox. Come, let's sit, talk now. How can I help you? Would you ask me the question, please? Well, Brother Fox, there are many questions that can be asked. I'm sure you know the right question. 7 lifetimes I've been coming back to this forest as a fox. 7 lifetimes I've been living near this sacred Zendo and not able to enter. Please, will you ask me the question? Yes, the time is right. Tomorrow morning at sunrise, you come to the Zendo. The gates will be open. I will be waiting at the front gate for you, and I will ask you the question. Tomorrow morning at sunrise, you will enter the Zendo, and I will ask you the question. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Go and get a good rest. Have a good day. All will be well. The monk, Brother Monk, continues upon his walk, comes back to the Zendo, calls all the monks together. They all come out of their meditation rooms very quietly and gather round. The gong says, pay attention, pay attention. Tomorrow morning, we have a special visitor. Today, prepare a feast to be served tomorrow. Today, set up the pyre, the funeral pyre, in the center of our temple. Gather all the ointments, the frankincense, the myrrh. Gather all of the fruit, the pineapple, the mango, the rice. Everything that we consider precious, gather it in the center here. For tomorrow, we have a very special guest, and we will have a very special ritual. They were monks. They knew whatever the question was that came in their mind, they were not to ask. They went, they did what needed to be done. Next morning, the sun comes up. Brother Monk stands before the sunrise at the gate. And Brother Fox stood sitting, waiting until the right moment. Stood on the pathway right to the Zendo. And at sunrise, the gates opened to him. And Brother Monk said, "Welcome, welcome, most beloved Brother Fox, welcome." I am so grateful to you. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come here. Will you ask me the question? Come inside first. Come inside first. And Brother Fox walks in to the courtyard, and all of the monks are around. They see him and they bow. And he can feel their welcome. And he sits in front of Brother Monk. And Brother Monk said, "And how may I help you today? Please, I ask of you a boon. Would you please ask me the question?" 7 lifetimes I have come back. 7 lifetimes because I answered it wrong the last time I was asked. I answered it wrong. I know the right answer. Please ask the question, that I might continue my path as a monk and shed, finally, this body of the fox. Brother Fox, O ye monks, is the enlightened soul above the laws of karma? Is the enlightened soul above the laws of karma? Is the enlightened soul above the laws of karma? No, Master. The enlightened soul is one with the laws of karma. The enlightened soul is one with the laws of karma. The enlightened soul is one with the laws of karma. And with that, he gave his last breath. His ka, his soul, left the body of the fox. The head monk, Brother Monk, picked up the fox and carried him over to the funeral pyre with all of the frankincense and all of the myrrh and all of the sage and all of the beautiful scents. And they covered his body with flowers, and they sang and chanted and blessed him and prepared a feast for him in the next life. And as The soul, the ka of the fox lifted, 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 lifted. It was so brilliant light, you could see it lift, 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 lift above the pyre, above the frame. And as it did, he said, Okaka Samade, Okaka Samade, Okaka Samade. That beautiful Japanese saying, because of you, I am well. The enlightened soul is one with the laws of karma. The entire philosophy of Kriya Yoga, all of the practices, all the philosophy is predicated upon that one concept, one thing. It is your ability as a human upon the earth to soften your karma. It is your ability to accelerate the softening of your karma. You and you alone have the ability to soften your karma. Intensity times duration equals force. It does not matter how long it took you to grow the karma that you have grown. The yogic practices enable you to soften it, to bring that time period down in which you need to soften it, to change it, to modify it, to make your life happier, more harmonious, more joy-filled, more wisdom-filled, more filled with whatever it is that you wish to bring. Hopefully, compassion, wisdom, love, something that is grander, but also humility to realize we are all bound by the laws of karma, the laws of cause and effect. A beautiful soul that I respect very much said to me a few weeks ago, I thought there was only bad karma. I didn't know there was good karma. My goodness. One of the greatest pieces of karma that you have worked for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, is to be incarnated upon this planet here, to be incarnated here, and to be able to find teachings that will help you to soften your karma. That is one of the greatest blessings that you have drawn into your life. Superb, supreme piece of good karma. Now, I'm not saying that Kriya Yoga is the best path. Best path for me at this time. It's a path that has brought me great wisdom and joy. Perhaps it will bring the same to you. Who knows? You only know if you practice. You only know if you practice. And so, what can you do to soften your karma? Every thought that you think, every person you have an interaction with, this is all karmic. It is, the karma unfolds based upon time and place. And we talk about time gates, and someone asked me not long ago, what is a time gate? Well, it's a period of time in which karma can and will manifest. You were destined to meet the love of your life, destined to get a new job. Well, you couldn't get that new job when you were 2 years old. Didn't have the skill for it. Had to wait until you were 25 or 35 or 45 or even older. It is a period of time in which karma will enter into your life. Now, there are ways that we need to neutralize, that we can use to neutralize karma. Because karma is not what happens to us, it is our reaction to that which happens to us. No, it's not that you get in a car accident that's the karma, it's how you react to being in the car accident. It's not that your friend or your family member decides that they're unhappy with you and don't want anything to do with you anymore, it's how you react to that. It's how you reflect, how you look and say, oh, what can I do? What should I do? What is my highest, in my highest good, the best course of my action? Now, we have pets, people, events, things, situations. All of these trigger karma. Now, they not only trigger karma, but they re-trigger karma. Wherever your attention goes, wherever your energy goes, you are feeding the karma. So if you're spending time meditating, if you're spending time reading sacred texts, if you're spending time in the company of those who are kind, who are wise, no matter their tradition, you are feeding the good. If, on the other hand, you spend your time, your energy watching things that are violent, feeding things that are violent, speaking violence, hearing other people speaking violence, you're feeding that. I know that for some of you, you feel there is a need to witness what is going on in the earth at this time. And I would suggest to you spiritually, study history. My guru was the first one who said to me, study history, study history, study history, and you will learn an enormous amount. Now, how do people, events, things, situations trigger your karma? We have karma that is created in this lifetime. We have karma that is from past lifetimes that will manifest in this lifetime. We have karma that is created in this lifetime and the results of which do not manifest until the next lifetime. You want to play the piano and you start to play the piano, right? So that's a piece of karma that, maybe you've never played the piano before, but you've had the desire. You may have carried the desire over from another life, and you practice a little bit, maybe a little bit more, and you are gaining a skill of playing the piano. It's coming in this lifetime. What's really coming is what you take with you to the next lifetime. Because you have planted the seed, you have watered the seed, you have built, you have nourished, you have fed again and again and again. And you study the piano, you study music, you watch other people who are wonderful pianists, and you listen, and you go back and play, and you practice, and you practice, and you practice. Next lifetime, early on, you're going to be born into a musical family. You're going to be born into a family where you will be able to play the piano from an earlier age. You may say, well, the piano, fine, give me something else. Give me another example. Well, people bring all of the karma into our lives. The people that the family you were born into, the family you were adopted into, the people that you live with, your friends, your associates, they bring your karma into your life. Sometimes things happen along the way. There's a bump in the road, and a friendship may fall apart, a relationship may fall apart. Something may happen that will cause hurt in your mind. Here's the rub. It happens with people. An event occurs. Somebody snubs you when you walk in the room, And you remember that. Things really create a lot of karma. Grandpa's car, dad's car, mother's money, whatever it is, the things that cause the mind to arise in jealousy and anger. And situations, situations which are more than events, but are a compilation of events, a confluence of events. They all happen at one small point in time until you feed them. You feed them with your thoughts, you know. So now, is it a good feeding that you're doing? You know, you meet your guru, you feed your guru. Oh, that's a good piece of karma. You know, try to feed that and feed that and feed that and grow that and grow that and grow that. You find your Ishtadevata and you feed that and feed that and grow that and grow that and become more and more and more intimate with your Ishtadevata. You begin to learn Sanskrit. You hear Sanskrit for the first time. Om Bhurбhuva Svaha. Oh, and you start to study Sanskrit. The event is, I heard it for the first time. The thing, oh, I saw the letter drawn. I saw the word drawn. You know, the language is a thing. It has vibrational energy to it. The first time I saw that Sanskrit word, the the U, the M. All of those things you want to grow. You want to grow, you want to feed, you want them to be more present in your life, I would think, or I want them to be present in my life, right? On the other hand, my beloved grandmother-in-law, Alma was her name. Alma loved to watch the wrestlers on TV. I probably are too young to remember this, but they used to have on Saturday afternoons wrestling, like fake wrestling on television. And every Saturday afternoon she was glued to the television. And this was before recording devices and everything. And she would talk about it. She knew the people who were wrestling. She loved it. She loved it. And she fed it and fed it and fed it and fed it. I've never meditated to see what that did for her in her next life, but oh, she got a lot of pleasure out of it. She really got a lot of pleasure out of it. So I hope it brought her pleasure. Was it what I would want to feed? Probably not. Probably not. But she fed it. So one needs to look at one's life. You and I, we need to look at our lives and say, well, all right, people, events, things, situations. What are positive that are drawing me in, that are filling my life with joy, with beauty, with wisdom, with expanded awareness? And what things are not? Now, today the moon is in Scorpio. Scorpio is the place in the zodiac of memory. Scorpio is the place in the zodiac of fixed memory. You remember. Scorpio is the place where the remembrance of hurts lives. That time that somebody pointed to you when you were a little child, that hurt. The time when you felt left out, that hurt. The time when somebody spoke cruel words to you, that hurt. The time when you lost the promotion that you wanted, that hurt. Or the time that you lost the job that you liked, that hurt. All of these things, they live within your red blood cells. But so does all the wisdom of your ancestors. So does all of your wisdom. So does all of your super good karma. And so there needs to become an observation, a tarka, a deep tarka in one's life, particularly in these 2.5 days when the Scorpio, the sun is in, excuse me, the moon is in Scorpio. Get it right here. When hurts may arise in the mind, it is a time to say, how can I remember and learn and let go of the hurt? Because see, the hurt is angular energy. The hurt is karma. It's gluey, it's sticky. And so, we need to neutralize as much as we can. Any hurt, big hurt you've had in your life, you need to neutralize it. Don't hang on to it. If you hang on to it now, you're going to have it next week and the week after and the week after. And the next lifetime, and the next lifetime, and the next lifetime. You have a problem with a person, take care of it now. You don't have to see them. They don't have to still be on the earth, but you can neutralize it through forgiveness, through the ability to say, I forgive you. Hey, you've heard the ritual before, but you see someone where there's a real problem in your life, a real problem, or a petite problem, if you will. And you want to demagnetize that relationship. You want to demagnetize that situation with them. Begin facing north at midnight. Or if you've done this regularly, you can face east during the day. And just simply say to them, I forgive you for everything that you have done to hurt me in thought, in word, in deed. I forgive you. May the hurt be healed. May the karma be dissolved. And then you turn all 4 directions and do the same thing. And then you say, very important, please forgive me for everything I have done in thought, in word, in deed, to hurt you, to offend you. May the hurt be healed. May the karma be dissolved. And again, counterclockwise in all 4 directions. Always counterclockwise. What does this do? It acts as a demagnifier of the karma. Completely demagnifies it. Sometimes you have to do it again and again and again. Sometimes it's like, oh, all right, yeah, pull a little bit away, but the strength is there and it's going back. Pull a little bit away, coming back. Pull a little bit away, coming back. A little bit away. Oh. Because in habit, the mind does not want to let go. It doesn't want you to let go of those things that you are sad about, that you are hurt about. But in doing this forgiveness, in standing under the waterfall of healing, in going to the healing shrine, standing under the waterfall of light, you will neutralize the karma. And that is everything. It is absolutely everything. Now, it doesn't mean that the thought will never occur in your mind again. Yeah, but it means, oh, I see, yeah, it's there, but it has no energy, no force, no vibrancy. Yeah, my brother slammed the door on me, hurt my hand. Yeah, he did. That's true. Nothing. And so we must, in looking at our lives, to become happier, say, what should I be feeding and what should I be letting go of? Period. Simple. And then identify who are the red buttons for you. What events, what things, what situations are the red buttons for you? No. Study history. Learn from those who came before. Learn from your family. You don't have to like them. And I think this is very important. I have had several disciples whom I highly respect who have had difficult childhoods and their parents have not been particularly kind. Family members, grandparents not kind. You don't have to like them, but learn from them. You don't have to like the people that you're learning from, but learn from them so you don't make the same mistakes, so that you do not become like them. Or if you've made a mistake, that you let go and do it again. Do not do it again, excuse me. And then really the last thing to be said is that in all of the tarka, the reflection, and tarka is deep reflection, saying, oh, to your subconscious mind, I would like to see what you have to reveal. In all of the tarka, when you see things about yourself, to be able to say, yeah, I didn't do that so well. And sit down, how would I do it again? Replay it the next time I have a chance to do it. How will I do it this time? How can I speak better? What can I say that is wiser, that's kinder? Or what could I do? Maybe not get in that situation, maybe not become upset or angry. How could I do it? And you visualize it. You use the power of your mind to visualize it. All right. The next time the thought rises in your mind, well, Joey Joe said this to me. Great. Now, what could I have said back? How could I have changed it so that didn't occur? What could I have done? And you see, I'm telling you, everything I'm telling you is what could you have done? Not what they have done, but what you can do, what I can do. When we see we've made a mistake, internally, change internally, change what you are gravitating towards and holding on to. I know a soul that I respect very much said to me a few breaths ago, they wanted to watch something on television that was disturbing to their mind. And justifiably, it was disturbing. To me, justifiably. And she said, I think I should witness that, and I think I should do my best to stay balanced and kind in the midst of it. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't know why. Why would you put yourself in the middle of a war? Word war, if you will, and try to test yourself to see how well your practice is working. I assure all of you, your daily life gives you enough opportunity to test how steady your mind is. Your daily life gives you enough opportunity to test how easily you are able to forgive, to step back, to say, I want to be happy. This is what I want. And so in Kriya Yoga, you are really trying, using the techniques, using the practices, to let go of the hurts of the past. Scientifically, you are working to pull the energy, so there is no more energy there. And so here's the little meditation secret to find what you need to neutralize first. Whose approval do you want? Just ask yourself. Write it down. Don't tell anybody, but whose approval are you seeking? You might be surprised how long the list is. Can you let that go? Can you let them live without your approval? And can you live without their approval? So that it is your values that is leading the river of your life. You are immortal. You are immortal. You are immortal. Your soul continues after it leaves this body, and it has been before, and it will continue on. So everything that we do here has to be done to find that greater joy, happiness, equanimity, wisdom, if you will. Or if you don't like any of those things, whatever it is that means something to you that you want to carry on, focus on it, pay attention to it, feed that. And so we will go now into our meditation. And this meditation that we do every Sunday is to help to neutralize karma. You, for yourself, to neutralize karma. Help you to neutralize it, to soften it. Remember, attitude. Your attitude is everything. Your attitude is everything. You might be ill, but how blessed you are if you have a hospital to go to, or a doctor to go to, or medicine to take of any sort to help that illness heal itself. It's not you that's ill, it's the body. Remember, the body. Let us go into our meditation, and thank you. Thank you for your blessings today, particularly, and that we might all be healed of whatever little hurts the mind attaches themselves to. Focus your attention at the sun center, and turn your head to the left with a resurrection breath. Exhale twice. Bring the head back to the center. Take 3 long, deep breaths. Pull the energy from the limbs of the body to the trunk of the body. Use the sipping breath. From the trunk to the spinal column. From the base of the spine to the sun center. Move the energy out in front of you as a golden wall of light, and move counterclockwise, wrapping your body 3 times in the light. Expand that golden light as far as you're able. And now ascend upward to the high place. Beyond this room, above the country, above the land you're on. above the planet, as high as you are able to ascend to the very, very highest place. Find a comfortable place for your meditation. In front of you, see a path, and enter upon the path. Ascending upward through the forest. You come to a grove. Your beautiful shrine of healing is in front of you. This shrine neutralizes the karmas of your life. It is radiant with light, radiant with the colors of healing to you. Enter the shrine and breathe in the colors. Walk to the back of the shrine. And enter the pool of light. Feeling your shoes, your clothing dissolve away as you walk through the pool towards the waterfall of light. Stand underneath the light, the waterfall. Inhaling the light. Letting the heavy karmas dissolve away. Let the light pour down upon your crown center, pouring through every cell of your being, loosening the difficult karmas, letting them wash and dissolve away. When you are ready, walk from the waterfall through the pool of light. Breathing in the healing colors. As you walk, your body may levitate a slight amount. As the water fills it, the light fills your body. Allow it to rise of its own accord. Leaving the shrine of light. Return to the high place of meditation. And call upon your Ishtadevata to join you, your chosen form of the divine. Call upon your chosen form of the divine to be there with you. Call upon your helpers to be here. In your mind's eye, bring forth the image of someone whom you love very dearly. And radiating, chanting the Om Shanti mantra, radiate light to this person, this being, that they may absorb it as they choose, when they choose, never interfering. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Radiate this light and blessings to your family, to those whom you love dearly. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Send forth your blessings at this time to all of those who have helped you in your life, to all of those who have been of benefit to you, whether you know them or not, to all of those who have made your life easier. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And now send forth your blessings to those who have irritated you in your life, to those whose personalities have irritated your personality. They too deserve the blessings of life. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And now to all of those who you are sure do not deserve to be blessed, send forth thy blessings anyway. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And now together we send forth our blessings to all of those in need in all realms. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May the powers that be pour forth their blessings upon thee. May every cell of your being be saturated with Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. May you be strengthened and vivified and nourished. May happiness pour into your life. May wisdom pour into your life. May stillness pour into your life. Namaste. Namaste. Namaskar. Thank you for the blessings, your blessings in this meditation. It is wonderful to share this time with you. Thank you so much.